was gonna say, I'm gonna sit here for a few before I actually start doing anything. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit because honestly, I'm kind of gonna be a little bit quieter tonight. This is gonna be a little bit of an odd offbeat stream because I don't usually stream on Mondays or this late. Well, I say Mondays. I don't usually stream into Mondays because usually I gotta go back to work and things like that. Obviously I'm not. So I plan to do a stream later anyways. Yeah, this is a little bit of an offbeat stream tonight. So I am I'm just doing art more or less. And if I'm being honest, I'm not really gonna be doing much for very long because quite frankly I kind of am not into it. Like I want to do art, but I'm not into the streaming thing tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I still want to do something for you guys because I promised I'd do another one this weekend. So and I'm going to switch this over. As you can tell, obviously, oh, I gotta fix my little screen, my little doodad. Anyways, as you can tell, my little VTuber is missing. I'm not really feeling it with the VTuber tonight either. I just want like a lazier stream. So it's mostly gonna just be me drawing. I honestly don't think there's gonna be a whole lot of you that come in tonight, so that's a-okay. I really don't mind. If you are here and you're just kind of lurking, welcome. If you're not and you're watching this in the future on VOD on my YouTube channels, hello and thank you for watching. This is probably gonna be one of my more boring streams, so just because I'm not really into it. I do gotta do one thing before I start, and it's not gonna be very long. I am just going across my room more or less to plug my phone in because it's about dead and I do need it for tomorrow. So yeah, I think as you could tell by the title of the stream tonight, we are actually going to be making a vocaloid for my brother. I have mine on here, obviously. This is all my stuff. I got part of mine saved. I don't have it like 100% yet. But I am gonna make my brother's because obviously I have my little tiny design here drawn up already. But he doesn't have one. He did give me some ideas though. So I have a very small amount of detail and preferences. So I'm gonna kind of wing it and see what he likes, what he doesn't like. I think he's watching this. I don't know if he is. I'm not gonna be mad if he's not. But it, like I said too on the last couple, he didn't want to be in this, so I am not going to force him to actually be on my stream because I know I don't like when people do that. They want to just play games or something like that, and then they kind of get forced into things. I don't know. I have a very like strict thing with that where I'm specific and very like, no, I'm not gonna do this. Just because I think I don't think I talked about this on stream. I did have that happen before though, where it was like, oh, I'm gonna help with this project, and I kind of got used for it. It wasn't a school project, surprisingly. It was just a project for fun the joke's on that person though, because I actually had an entire backup idea for myself in the holster. So everything I gave them was just the scraps from my own from my own project, and as mean as that seems, it actually turned out for the best, because to this day that person doesn't even talk to me anymore. And guess who has like 90 something pages of material and stuff I have for my own personal projects. So yay. Anyways, let me plug this in and we'll get started on this. Okay. You know, I really am not a fan of how noisy my chair is on days. I'm gonna keep the music like right there, because like I said, I am gonna try not to talk very loud, just because I kind of am like, this is kind of an off stream. I mainly stream for an hour tonight, to be quite frank. I wanted to get another stream out to you guys. Yeah, this whole weekend's kind of been up in the air for me. As dumb as that sounds. Also, if I get bored with that, I have other projects up I plan on working on too. I do want to get this for my brother figured out first, because I promised him I would. So, the things I got told he wanted. Let me turn this down to like 30. He wanted a tall vocaloid. He also wanted one with well-fit clothes. And then he also wanted one with bright colors. And then I think he also said short hair. And bright colored hair. So, given this, there are a few aesthetics here that I did have for outfits. I'm going to Pinterest again because that seems to be my go-to place nowadays. I forget who. It was someone over on Instagram, one of my art mutuals, I guess, that turned me on to the fact that you can use Pinterest for like clothes inspiration and things like that. And I did not know that you could ever do that with Pinterest. Thought it was mostly just for like crafting ideas, but apparently there's also outfit inspiration on there, so that's fun. Anyways, the aesthetics I had were these. There was another one. and I have it saved in my phone specifically because I knew I was gonna have to have this. Raver. Okay, and then what? You want aesthetics? Okay, let's see. Okay, I was looking up some of the. I'm gonna see if my dog does it again. My poor boy's out of it. He hurt his leg earlier this week. He's gotten better. I think he just tweaked it more or less. Like he got a little bit of a sprain, cause he's doing better now. He's out. He was just snoring. Anyways, I'm looking up things. My brother would not be a Gyaru. That's for the chicks. We're going to go with Decora. Was the other one? Okay, so I gotta look up some aesthetic things for this stuff off to the side. Let's see here. We want Decora, outfits. Let's see. Really? Man, for decor, there is really not a lot for dudes. I'm going to actually add this to mine because I can use the same outfits. Yeah, we're just gonna put that in there. Save. Really wish he would have given me some more input, because I can come up with something, but I can't promise it'd be something he'd like. Man, okay. think my brother also misinterpreted what I meant by him wanting well-fit clothes. Because I did not mean well-fit as in, like, stuff he'd wear. I meant well-fit as in, like, clothes that'd be more, like, closer to your body, I guess. Like, more skin tight, I guess I should say. Maybe that's why he misinterpreted what I was saying. Okay, I think I got enough of those. So let's go with raver outfits. Not racer, raver. This is what I get for typing in the dark. That looks like Caesar from frickin' JoJo. That doesn't look like a rave outfit. Okay. Okay, I guess there aren't very many rave outfits. And I don't think he'd be into, like, rave stuff anyways. I guess, like, the neon parts of it, but even at that, I'm not... He wants brightly colored, but I'm not digging, like, bright neons. I don't think he'd be into that either. I think he wants, like, brighter, like, softer colors, I guess. So, I don't think rave is really the fit here. Let's try kidcore. Oh, oops. I'm typing on the wrong thing. Alright, kidcore. Let's see here. See, here's the problem too. Because I don't know what he would be after. He doesn't know what he'd be after either. But when I go to ask him, hey, what else would you be into? Or what else would you like? He doesn't really know himself either. So I'm kind of shooting from the hip with this one. I know for a fact one thing he probably would not want are not shorts, pants. And I don't really take him for someone for having like a bunch of stuff on, because I don't think he likes, he likes longer sleeves. I know that, because I'm also gonna kind of base this off of him. So let's try. Ooh, I did not mean to hit my bike mic. If I can talk. Yeah, I get like the same 7 pictures of guys for all of these aesthetics. They're all different things. That one might be something he'd wear. I don't know. I'd have to ask. That might be something he'd want too. I'll work with that and see. I'm gonna kind of base this off of him too. not because I want to model it exactly after him, like I did with mine. And I think I was explaining it with mine. I personally designed it to where there wouldn't be like a bunch of stuff up around the neck, and if there was, it'd be like looser fitting. Because I'm not a very big fan of a lot of stuff around the neck. And I also am not a very big fan of me personally having longer hair. So I gave him shorter, like messier hair, like what I have. And then I wear pants all the time. So I gave him bell bottoms. I gave him longer sleeves because I do like wearing longer sleeves. I gave him fingerless gloves because the one thing I can say for a fact that annoys me the most is when I have gloves on and I go to hit my phone screen and I can't do anything on it. And just in general, I like the steampunk aesthetic, so that is like based on me personally. And another thing too is the little beauty marks, the little blemishes, because I personally have them in those exact spots too. Maybe it's mirrored, but it's in those same exact spots, more or less. So I can try and model this off of him and the things he would personally like. But I don't honestly know. Because he said a bright colored outfit. I guess I gotta go with what I have so far and try and make something. You know, I'll say that to memes and I'll look later. Where's my thing? Where's my account? I need my stuff. Oh, oops, I'm going to the wrong area. Let's see. So he said shorter hair. So what is this bill that I have thus far? I can put this on minimize so I can. I just now seen you're in the chat. I'm sorry. Hi. I had I had my other screen blown up fully because I'm trying to go through different things. Oh. I'm trying to build a portfolio, I guess, of things I think my brother of things my brother would be interested in. He didn't give me much to work with. He gave me these 5 things and that's it. So what do I know what is he like? Or what does he usually wear? What? Okay, so I know this matches him. This matches him. Wait a minute. What happened here? Hello? Oh no. You know, is it my mouse? Is that the problem? No, it's not the mouse. What did I do wrong? What did I mess up here? I think I might have. Let me try and figure out what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. Save. Yes, please save this. I know I just wrote down some ideas, but let's see, did that fix it? Am I able? Okay, yes, that fixed it. I went to go click on something on the opposite screen, and I was not clicking on that, and I did not realize what I broke on on here or changed on here. But I fixed it. It works now. Okay, now I can actually write. I know he himself is tall. Not very tall. Taller than me, at least. I say that like I'm short. I'm not that short. Does he wear... What is it? No, okay. He's weird. He wears baggy shirts. I know that. He does not like wearing pants. He likes wearing shorts. Which is ironic because it's cold here like a lot of the time. I swear he is not... He should have lived further up in the mountains. So, this... I'm gonna write that down. Bright colors. Yes, that checks out. He does like bright colors. Although I think he likes blue and pink more. He has short hair. Not bright colored hair. He has darker hair. Not like me. But so he has those. So he wouldn't like this. I'd say maybe? Oh no. Definitely not this. Maybe. I don't know. What was the other one? I already forgot. I already forgot. You know what? I'll just try and roll with it and figure it out. So all this stuff. And yet I can't come up with a single idea one. So he said tall. I know that much. Oops. I don't like how that looks. I know that this is just for a quick little doodle thing, but still, I want it to be right. Just a quick little doodle thing. That's all this is. I should probably fix that a little bit. Oh well, I'll fix it later. It's just to help me get ideas. Okay. No, that's gonna bother me. I gotta fix that. No, no, no. Please. You know what, whatever. Close enough. We're just rolling with it. It's supposed to be for a quick little sketch. So he said tall, so I at least have that. He would probably want shorts. So I'm just gonna do this. Let's see here. You know what? Let me look up this too. So I'm not copying his identical design. I do know for a fact too, my brother also likes very high socks and very like bulky shoes, I guess would be the best thing to say. Like the high rise, like super puffy tongue kind of shoes. So I said will do that. Should I probably be doing a better job at the base sketch? Yeah, probably. Do I really care? Not really. That looks odd. Okay, what? I think is I'm gonna make the soles light up. So he doesn't want baggy clothes. He wants well fit, which problem is you can only get so well fit clothes before you start looking very similar to the existing vocaloid. Oh, I got an idea. Okay, so I'm looking at these things, and a lot of the people kind of like overlap stuff. So I can't entirely like give him a well-fitted t-shirt and then like fingerless gloves, because a lot of the ones, or at least the main existing ones, a lot of them have like the ties and stuff. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is there is some things here where a lot of the clothes get layered. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is kind of similar to mine, so they kind of connect. I'm gonna give him a sleeveless turtleneck. Does he wear turtlenecks? No. I actually have worn them for cosplays. They're very comfy. At least the one I have is very comfy. I'm not actually going to make it have that. I think I'm gonna make it have like the knitting thing in it. I'm gonna do that so I know it's gonna be knitting all the way down. Okay, so I'm gonna do that so I know it's gonna be knitted. I'll do knitted turtleneck. And then I'm going to do, because I'm looking at some designs here, I'm gonna give him a baggier kind of like long sleeve underneath. So it's gonna be boop, 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 boop. Alright. Long. I meant long. And then there's a pattern where it's the sleeve. I'll do that. So I kind of know that's where like the sleeve ends. And then I'll do the same thing again. Where I can see that it's the sleeve. So, oh, I did not mean to hit the mic on you guys. So I can either do striped, plain, or there's another one where it's this, but then there's a stripe running the entire outer length. Let's see. So we're gonna do that, and I think because he is I like blue and pink, and again, it's a typical dude. The number one reason he likes pink, I'm pretty sure, is because of Mitsuri. I think that is like the only reason. He's not fruity or anything. He's not like out there and likes pink just because it's his favorite color. I think he likes it only because of Mitsuri. I think his favorite color outside of that is either blue or orange. So I'm going. He likes light blue, like baby blue though. So I know that. So let's see here. The story of how I met Bigfoot? Oh, that's easy. I went on a family trip up in the mountains one day, and he kind of just came up to us and tried mugging us. So I suplexed him, and then after that, he kind of had respect. So we became business partners. Currently, I think he ran off with all the money we had on the last heist we did. So he's not here right now. I I don't honestly. I don't honestly know. He kind of just shows up whenever he wants. What kind of hair do I give him? He didn't specify. You know what? That would not be hard to believe. I would probably get grouped in with them because there's been so many people I talked to, or I've talked to in my entire life. Numerous people have admitted they've forgotten I actually existed until someone brought me up in a conversation. So that would not be hard to believe I'd be a mythological creature. I just exist, but nobody remembers. I'm not gonna... Alright, for this, I'm not gonna give him spiky hair. I don't want to give him, like, a wolf cut kind of thing, too, because that's kind of what I did with mine. Let's see here. Wait, no. Ow. I almost dropped my pen. Let's see. Would he part his hair? No, he would not. He is very much like me. Do not show his forehead off. That is like the only way people probably think we're related. I do know what kind of length hair he wants. He did not specify what style. You know what? I'm gonna try this. It's just a rough idea. He does, I know for a fact, because this constantly annoys me with this hair. He has very odd strands that stick up in the back for some reason, so I'm gonna give him like a very big thing of hair that sticks up. That's just a rough idea. I'm gonna fix that because I have a very different way I want that to look. But it's just to stay there for a minute. What else is something that he... So he wanted short hair, but he also wanted like bright hair. I might give him like darker pink hair, I guess. He wanted a bright color, but I don't know. Either I can give him bright pink hair, like I want to say bright green, like something in the middle of green yellow. I don't know. I'll have to think a little bit more on it. I kind of want to give him like things that hang down further in the front because you don't really have anything else to it, and there's a lot of the characters, like a lot of existing vocaloid that have short hair and very like plain hair, I guess would be the best way to say it. Yeah, something like this one. So give him... Oops. So give him like all around short hair, like what he's asking for. But then have like longer strands that hang down too. Because then you have a little bit more balance to it. And then, he doesn't have any facial features, but he does look very tired and fed up like all the time. Is he really though? No, he is. I find it very, very funny when people try to talk to him because there are numerous people. Because I work with both my dad and my brother. There are numerous people at our job that will come up to me, and I'm like the nicest person, or I at least think I am. I try and be. But I have like numerous people that'll come up to me like once a week and will ask me, "Is your brother mad at us?" And I have to just sit there and tell him, "No, I don't think. Why?" And it's the same thing all the time. Well, he acted like he was angry with us. He looked like he was mad with someone. That's just how he looks. So it's funny having the chance to potentially make him like a more happy-go-lucky character. I think it'd be funny to have him have like brighter colors and then just give him this very, yeah, no, I'm kind of fed up looking expression. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Oops. Alright. And then I get to do the fun part. I get to come up with a color palette for him. So I'm gonna do, and I have to look at my computer screen for this because unfortunately, for some reason my drawing tablet dilutes the colors like really badly. Like they look more vibrant on my drawing tablet. Like this looks more of like a periwinkle, I guess. It looks more of like a purplish blue. Kind of like the color of my room actually. But on the computer, when I look it up, or when I look up at my screen, it's actually blue. So let's see here. He wants bright colors, so I'm gonna kind of give him like bright colors, but not bright colors. So I'm thinking blue, green, definitely pink, because I know he likes pink too. I feel like orange would be the play. Maybe some yellow too, because yeah, I feel like that would be good for color palette. Now the problem is, how do we color? I'm thinking, I am gonna do this actually. I'm thinking maybe yellow eyes. And then blue ends to the hair, and then mostly pink. Oops, I forget that's still on the same layer. But just as a bit of like contrast, I think that would look cool. And then here's the fun part. We're gonna give him like, oh, that's right. These are on a different layer. Okay, so we're giving him that. So it's all kind of, that's the color of the turtleneck. And the sleeves are gonna be orange and yellow. And I'm gonna make this just yellow, so not the design I'm going with, but kind of the design I'm going with. And then I'm actually going to go with a darker blue. Kind of something like that. For the pants. Or not the pants, the jeans. Or shorts. If I can actually pronounce what I'm trying to say. But I'm gonna do that. And then I'm thinking maybe orange and blue. Let's do blue. Yeah, blue is definitely the play. I forgot they're complementary colors and I just kind of randomly picked them. And what color socks? You know, I know he wants like random color. I'm gonna make a note to myself to make the socks black. Where's all the writing? It's this one. Okay. Wait, no. It's this one. I gotta click on this. Okay, yes. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I'm going to make a note. Not that big of a font. Or pen. Okay. Not socks. I'm looking at the shoes. I'm gonna make the socks black because I'm gonna make the tiny thing around here rainbow colored. There we go. Okay, so I know it's gonna be a tinier stripe then. Alright. Let me get all these out of the way. Let me get this scale. I gotta make this a little bit. No. It's the, yeah, okay. Now I can go and change that around. Okay, now I gotta see if he is still up. He might not be. He might not be. If that's the case, I'll kind of leave this. And I guess... Oh, I didn't open my other projects. Oh no. Oh well. Looking at this, I find this very funny though. I have my little design and stuff here picked out, planned out, and everything, and have more of like a refined look, and his is just like, yeah. His looks like he kind of just picked whatever and decided to wear that, because that is the opposite of how we are in real life. He'll try and at least find clothes that match the shorts and stuff he has, and I more or less will just go, what shirt do I have at the front of my closet? You know what? And I won't even look at it. I'll just be like, you know what? Yeah, that looks like it'd be a good shirt. And I just grab it. So long as I have clean clothes, I really don't care if they match or not. The only thing I coordinate would probably be the earrings I wear to the shirts I have. And that's about it. If I can stop kneeing my desk, that would be nice. I'll give it like another minute or two, and then if he doesn't, I'll probably just, let's see. Yeah, if he doesn't answer, I'll probably give it another minute or two, and then I probably will end things, just because I'm supposed to be up early, and I decided staying up drawing would have been the better like idea. Probably, yeah. I honestly don't usually stream on Mondays, and I think I'm supposed to actually be up in a few hours to get ready. I have to be up really early, and I decided to stream just because I wanted to draw, though. Not for any other particular reason other than I just wanted to draw. It, I, what am I trying to say? If I finish up with things that I need to get done tomorrow, or if I'm back around, I might do another one tomorrow. It just depends. If not, then the next one will be Thursday at the usual time in the afternoon. Oh, my dog scared me. I thought someone was trying to come in my door. He's just laying against it. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, alright. I don't think he's gonna. I think he went to bed. Which, if that's the case, I have a reason to kick his butt tomorrow. Oh, my glove messed up my nail. I don't even know how that happened. I had to actually paint my nails today. of all ridiculous reasons, I actually have to paint my nails to keep me from both biting them and to give me a heads up when I actually screw them up at work, because I apparently don't ever notice when I like hit them with my things, not like my box cutter thing. Either that or like some of the things at work are metal, so they'll just grab my nails and kind of like tear them. And they're very flimsy now for some reason, which I don't even know how. I use my nails like all the time. You would think they would be like really, really tough, but they're not. I do too. That's why I have to paint my nails. I like obviously I try to coordinate with things that are happening just so it's like, oh yeah, that's why I'm doing it. No, I have to paint my nails because if I bite my nails, then I end up hurting them or like screwing them up a lot worse when I go to work. Um, so yeah, thankfully my all the nail polish I have is like hand me down, so it's from like the early 2000s, so it's probably very toxic if I were to bite my nails, so it's more encouraging to not actually bite them doing that. I just now seen the little Loch Ness monster gif. I didn't know those were actually a thing on Twitch. I know a lot of the stickers are, but I probably shouldn't be allowed to paint my nails either, because I don't. I know a lot of chicks out there that will actually or like model their hands or whatever, or show people their nails the proper way. I don't. I should not be given power or given the opportunity to show them off, because I don't. I wish I was actually proper about it. I don't. I I forget what the one thing was I used to do all the time. Um, but now because I have figured out I can bend my thumb a certain way, I always mess with people and say that I screwed my hand up while doing it. So I'll see if I can show it off, because I think I'm double jointed in the one thumb. Um, let's see. I will move my drawing tablet down because it's probably gonna put a glare on my camera. Let's see. There it is. Okay, I gotta kind of turn it down a little bit further. I gotta get it on this one too. Okay. I have my drawing tablet down here. Um, but yeah, I have them painted like that. I always like to mess with people, and because I'm double jointed in this thumb specifically, I'll do that. And then I show them off like that. Just to mess with people, because it looks off. I don't even remember how I figured that out. I think I was just sitting in the back of like my dad's car the one day. I was just messing around and I just moved my thumb. I was like, oh hey, that's a neat trick I know how to do now. Alright. I forgot. I have to start trying to end this stuff soon. I forgot. Did I actually save? I think I did. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. I don't even know how people figure that out, especially with like being double jointed. Like I said, I when I figured that out with my thumb, I just kind of was sitting in the back of my dad's car the one day and was messing around, and I was like, "Oh, that's a fun party trick." And I can't do it with my other thumb, but I can with that one. um, I think though I will probably end this just because I have to be up early. Oh, that's terrible. Me there again, if we were not meant to have that kind of power, we probably shouldn't have had it. If it was not meant for bad things. Alright, I am pretty sure I saved this. I'll save it again. Just once am done and I end this. Um, like I said, I probably will be back around hopefully tomorrow. Um, well, thank you. I kind of messed them up a little bit, but surprisingly, they match a bunch of different things I have. There again, there's not very many things it doesn't match that I have, just because if it was not obvious, my favorite color is purple. Um, by like my room and my phone and pretty much everything I have. But yeah. um, like I was saying though, if I'm not back around tomorrow, then I will probably be on Thursday. I would like to think. Hopefully. I At this point, I'm just trying to get by one day at a time throughout the week, because I know for a fact anytime I try and plan stuff ahead of time, if something always goes south like last second. So I'm just gonna kind of go with it for now. It honestly it is. um I don't know if there's any of you peeps over on YouTube. If you guys were, thank you for stopping by. Um, I do appreciate it for like every one of you that do. I know that's cheesy. I know I say this every time too, this whole thing. I know that's cheesy and that sounds cheesy because everyone else says it, but I do appreciate it because I did not expect to actually have people stop by and watch me. I just kind of did this for fun. So I do appreciate it to like all of you. Um, if I don't see you guys again in like another week or so, you could blow my social media up, because I think everything except Instagram now has my notifications on and working. I finally fixed the problem. So yeah, you guys don't have to just go over to Tumblr, and you don't have to directly stay on Discord. You could go to any one of my social medias I have and just blow me up. uh yeah, I think that's it for now. Um I'll see you guys around.